Hey guys, Mighty Gazelle here, back with more reading the My Hero Academia manga. This is chapter 382. It's 3 a.m., you know the drill. The unofficials just dropped, and I'm that crazy guy who stays up for them. Last chapter, wow, it's like so freaking cool. I love how Tokoyami's like, you think you know the darkness? I'll show you the darkness. Who made you king of the darkness? And just clocks all for one. Technically, Dark Shadow clocked him, but you know who controls Dark Shadow? Pretty much Tokoyami. Um, Excellent chapter. Really surprised me. Not that I didn't think that Tokoyami couldn't do anything, but like it kind of came out of nowhere because you have All for One finally flexing his chops, his muscle, and like showing just what he's capable of, and then out behind him, like you have a Ragnarok Dark Shadow just like going all kaiju mode and hitting them. Great. Really good chapter. And I I was trying to convince myself that like, hey, maybe, this would be a great cliffhanger moment to get that location change I've been clamoring for. I still want to see the scene with Gigantomachia, Mina, and KIRISHIMA. It's been 9 months. I went back. It's been 9 months since we were at that location. But I know thinking about it, I'm like, nah, I'd be like forcing it too much. My own copium is like perfect time for a location change, right? Yeah, yeah. But I'm looking at the beginning of this, the very first images of this chapter, and we're staying in the same location, which is fine though, because this location's really gripping and awesome, and they're fighting rewinding Primal for one. So I mean, like, I can't complain too much. But the chapter's titled Chapter 382. You won't get away. These are the unofficial translations. Let us just dive in. Within the swarm of twices, we're gonna, by the way, this is black paneling, which means it's in the past to some degree. Within the swarm of twices, the narration voice says, at that moment, two men started to notice something. Gave that femme fatale just the tool she needed. What a liar, Hawks thinks. Oh, who are they referring to? They're referring to Toga. Okay. The situation still hasn't. Oh, whoa, wait, hold up. We're getting like a dual like thought process here. So on one hand, it looks like All for One is thinking the situation still hasn't the best it could be, and then on one, the situation still hasn't the worst it could be. So basically, both are saying like it's kind of like, it's not the best it could be, not the worst it could be. Like, okay, but we're getting the Twice clones, and it looks like they're copying some heavy-handed. Okay, I didn't even actually think about this. Like, why isn't Toga copying like other villains? But we're getting a All for One with the mask clone, which is kind of funny. But actually, this is like really bad because she's copying All for One, Shigaraki, and Dabi. Interesting. Okay. In this just swarm of twices. Oh, whoa. Okay, wait. Okay, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's not that bad. Okay, because they show. Whoa. Okay, something's up here. They show the Shigaraki clone puts his hand on the ground, and nothing happens. And the Shigaraki clone is looking very kind of surprised by this. Um, Wait, I'm trying to think. Dabi clones can use their quirks, right? Pretty sure they can. Pretty sure Dabi clones can. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out what's going on here. Maybe it's the fact that it's not actually Twice doing the clones. It's Toga. There's so many variables when it comes to Toga's controlling of Twice and making clones. I'm just gonna let the freaking chapter explain it to me. Um, and then we get dude. There's just so many Twice clones. We're getting like a big wave. I don't know if that's dirt or if it's of Twice clones. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like it probably is dirt. To be honest, because in the foreground a shit ton of Twice clones, in the background a shit flying. It looks like a bunch of dirt. Cutting to Froppy and Uraraka. Okay, wait. Is this gonna be an Uraraka and Toga episode or a chapter? Okay, I mean, we had to address this at some point. For those of you who are new to my channel, which I don't think many of you are, I'm not the biggest fan of the Uraraka Toga plotline, but we'll see where they go with it. Let's see what they do. Maybe I'm too optimistic, but I don't think this chaos is the worst case scenario, says Froppy. Hey, that's what they were just saying earlier in the chapter. You're not being too optimistic. Um, if she had transformed into All for One or Dobby from the start, then clone them, things would be over already. Yeah, that's actually a good observation. Like, you'd think, huh? So maybe she knew that they couldn't like use their powers. That's why she didn't do it. Otherwise, yeah, why would you not just start off with a bunch of Shigarakis and All for Ones? Um, However, that's not what happened, which means there must be a reason why, a reason we can use to our advantage. Oh, okay. Yeah, as we just get... Dude, this is gonna look so crazy anime. There's just a shit ton of battling going on. I'm sure the anime will just do a bunch of stills, but like make them really high quality stills. That's usually how they do things. But I'd like to see a lot of movement and stuff, ideally. Cutting to Uraka. When the real twice cloned people, the clones could use their quirks. But as we heard from Aravity, when Himiko-chan transforms, she can only use the quirks of the people she loves. Oh, I forgot about that element. Since she loved twice, obviously she can use his power. But I guess she doesn't love... I mean, obviously she doesn't love All for One. I guess it makes sense she doesn't love Shigaraki. Although I thought they were relatively close. But could it be a matter of affinity? If that restriction applies to the clones created by her transform and double combo, then maybe the reason she didn't clone Shigaraki or the others is because she doesn't love them. By the way, we still have the black border, the black paneling, so this is in the past, at least a little bit. Froppy continues, I may be completely off the mark, but in this life or death situation, her feelings could change any moment. Cutting back to Uraka, really good detail on Froppy and Uraka here. We must find the real Himiko-chan and prevent that from happening. Well, I don't know if your feelings for someone can just change just because you want them to help in battle, so I don't think you have to worry about that, but I guess finding the real Toga would be beneficial nonetheless. In that case, she must be... Oh my god. Okay, we're getting a callback to the, I guess you'd call this an Ahegao face, where, like, it was back in the summer camp where Toga is pinned underneath Uraka, and she just looks into complete and total bliss. Random callback. All right. Why? We're getting a thought bubble from the middle of the twice group. By the way, white paneling is replacing the black, so we're cutting to the present now. Dobby, we're getting an image of Dobby. Will help that sad, sad parade to keep marching. Every last hero's gonna die. We're cutting to Toga, who's looking very sad and frustrated. Wow. Even though I love Tomura-kun and Toyo-kun, their quirks won't come out like Jean or Uraraka-chan's. Every last hero's gotta die. I think that's what the Twice clones are chanting. I love them. I should be able to use their quirks, but I tested it before the battle and failed. Yep. Okay. So that explains why we didn't get it at the very beginning of the battle. That kind of makes sense. Jean-kun could have used their quirks. Okay, that answers my other question. I couldn't remember. I was pretty sure that the Twice clones could use their powers. I couldn't really remember, but they can. Jean-kun could have used their quirks, and that's why she's like grabbing her face and she's starting to cry. She's just really frustrated. Here's my thing. I think Toga has interesting elements, and I like that the fact that she's broken and very much not a normal person. That I find interesting. It's more so like after like Jean died or Twice or whatever you want to call him. I feel like she lost a lot of like, I don't know. It is interesting to see her struggle by herself though. Not that I'm rooting for that. Like I don't want to see her struggle, but it does make her more interesting, I will say. Why can't I become Jean-kun? Oh. Huh. That's actually that's actually kind of fascinating. That makes sense. Okay. She can fully use the powers of someone she loves. Since we know for sure she fully loved Twice and she's making clones of clones. Yes, that's true. twice when he made a clone, according to her, and from what I recall myself, the clones could use their original quirks. So it stands to reason, why can't her clones that she's making also... Interesting. That's oh wow, this is actually really... Wow, this shot. There's like a very small twice toga clone right there, and then a bunch of words just everywhere on repeat in varying sizes. Every last hero's gotta die. Every last hero's gotta die. Just, I'm assuming it's just all the twice clones chanting this against a black backdrop. That's like a really good shot. I love seeing people happy. We're getting a narration voice. Whoa! Whoa, okay, wow, that's a really good shot. Okay, so that's why I can't ignore her tears. Okay. All right. Okay, so let me explain what I'm seeing first. In the foreground, closest to us, we have Uraraka doing some martial arts moves against some twice clones. I presumably just whooping ass. It's hard to tell. But it's a very detailed panel. I don't know if you call this double, not a double panel. It's just like almost a full page shot. And it's just a bunch of chaos going on behind her. There's twice clones flying, punching, doing all this sorts of stuff. And in the distance, I'm presuming, yeah, this has to be the main Toga twice clone. And we cut to Uraraka. She notices her, and then it cuts over, like, noticing the original twice clone who's crying. So now we know sort of the angle that this is going here. And still not entirely excited about it, because it seems kind of like lame to me, but we'll see what they do. Basically, it's basically that Uraraka's gonna try to help Toga in this situation, even though Toga's actively, in theory, murdering heroes with her twice clones, and Uraraka's like, oh, I can't ignore you crying. That's so sad. Let me go help you. Like, I get on one hand, technically, if you weren't able to help her, I guess theoretically, it would save lives if it calls back the twice clones. But I really don't think Toga's... Maybe Uraraka's gonna help her understand what's like mentally blocking her, but that would actually help Toga. Like that, if it helped Toga move past what's blocking her, then all of a sudden the clones, like, treacherous ground here. I'd be careful, Uraraka. I get it. You're the hero who wants to not people not be sad or hurt or alone. I get that. It's honorable, but like, you gotta understand the situation. She's murdering heroes here. Interesting. Cutting back to Tokoyami with his punch on All For One. Keep it up, Tsukuyomi. The longer you keep him down, the more time you buy us. He may be invincible for now, but he's on a timer. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say this. I think I said this at the end of the last chapter. I didn't say it in the intro of this one. I really don't think that punch is gonna do much, if anything, to All For One. There's either two scenarios. He blocked it just fine, even though he made contact with it. He's got a shit ton of quirks. I'm sure one of them is defensive. In that aspect, he'd be fine. B, he's rewinding anyway, so any physical damage you did to him would just be rewound. We know that from Deku when he was fighting Chisaki. So he's fine. But like he's saying right now, he may be invincible, but he's on a timer. Like, you're just trying to waste his time. And in that aspect, it's effective. Like, yeah, a big monstrous punch. It doesn't matter if it damages him. You're wasting his time that he has. So yeah. And because Endeavor already defeated him once, if we keep this up, we can stop him. I'm presuming this is Jiro shouting this. Wow. She's laying on the ground. I don't know if she's like badly hurt or what, but cover up Dark Shadow. Block out any source of light. It'll enhance his darkness. Hell yeah, baby. Power him up. Like a spirit bomb, but of blackness and darkness and shadow. Kami says, oh, so projecting a night sky with an aurora may not be a bad move. We also got to deal with Toga's doubling, shouts, who the hell is that? Not a super clear, is that Kamui Woods? I think that's Kamui Woods with the mushroom girl. Wait, I can't really... It's not super clear, but cutting back to Anasa, who's got that nasty gash on his forehead from when he got hit with the tendril. I'll provide full support from every direction. Boom! Oh my god! Like, this has to be okay. This has to be All for One, getting up from the attack. All right, I didn't say this, but I'm really excited to see All for One get pissed. Like kind of like how Gigantomachia got pissed. When he's like, all these flies are like buzzing around me. Like All for One's probably thinking to himself, I'm struggling against these freaking students. Enough with this shit. And then we just see like a gigantic, just earth-shattering explosion. Gah! Wah! And then everyone just got blasted back from it. Even Dark Shadow looks like he kind of like, I guess from the light of it, would get a little bit stunned. As I've always said, All for One says as he's standing up from the crater, the powerful are the most troublesome of all. Whoa! Whoa! What the fuck? Dude! Wow, okay, he is rewinding fast. And maybe it's just me. He looks a lot younger here. If before he was like 35, 40 looking, like, you know, just normal age or whatever, he looks not quite like a teenager, maybe like a 20-year-old, like a college student. Wow. Maybe it's just the way, okay, maybe it's just the way this, like, no, it has to be intentional. Dude, we're getting a glorious, like, up close shot of, like, All for One, who looks like he's, like, 20, 21 years old right now. It looks great. I mean, like, say what you will about All for One, you know, he's evil, yada, 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 but he's, like, a good-looking dude. I mean, like, he looks like a GQ model here, but, like, with a shit ton of mascara, because he's evil and shit, and he's got, like, that natural evil aura around his eyes, but, like, damn. Okay, so rewind, taking effect. Oh my god. Like, he's got maybe less time than I thought he did. Interesting that he just gets up from that one attack and he looks like this. Maybe, like, doing the damage. But, like, I'm so confused, because when Deku was fighting Overhaul, he delayed the rewind by taking damage. But here, All for One took massive amounts of damage, and it looks like it accelerated the rewind. I'm so confused. Maybe they'll explain it. I'm not sure. He's visibly younger now. Tokoyami thinks to himself as he's getting blasted from he's getting, like, the cheeks, like, flapping from the explosion. And then we get the eyes moving from All for One. It looks like he's gonna start to run again. Oh yeah, he's definitely starting to run again. He basically, he's got to realize he's running out of time, so he diverts his eyes and starts flying off in a direction with a bunch of black electricity behind him. He looks sick, dude. This raises so many questions. Are we gonna eventually see like a child All for One fighting in the field? That'd be so weird. Also, like, people were like, oh man, if he's rewinding, then how come he's not losing his quirks? Because I think rewind is purely a physical thing. Like a physical like rewind. I think that All for One, like, I think that quirks are more of like a soul relation thing. Like how he was even saying in his dreams, he would see the thoughts and, like, wills of prior users who had it. It's like a different entity. So I'd imagine he maintains his, like, quirks, you know. That's just my own theory, but, you know, maybe it is bullshit. I don't know. But yeah, he's starting to fly away. Endeavor shouts, who is someone riding on Dark Shadow? Oh, it's a NASA. Wait, what? Wait, no, it's not. There's a NASA. NASA's in the front. Wait. I can't really make heads or tails. I see Dark Shadow for sure. Someone's riding on top of him. And then in front, it looks like it's either a NASA out in front or it's like Tokoyami holding Hawks or something. I'm not really sure. I'll carry y'all with my wind. We absolutely won't let you escape. That's the name of the episode, or the chapter. Won't let you escape. And then we get a close-up of All for One. Two men notice something. We get a narration. The situation, uh-oh. As we're getting All for One just flying across this countryside. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, okay. Oh, okay. Holy shit. What the fuck? No fucking way. No way. No way. The situation was now the best it could be, according to All for One. Finish them, Machia. Dude, holy shit. Oh my god, I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Hold the fucking phone. All right, in the distance, rapidly approaching them is mother effing Gigantomachia. No, wait. That means they failed. No, wait, okay. Are you fucking kidding me? The location that I've wanted to see for like almost a year and they failed? What? No. Gigantomachia is free, ladies and gentlemen. He's approaching the situation, and this is such a good shot. That's part of the reason I'm so amped. This shot's so good. In the foreground, we have the back of Gigantomachia approaching the battle, and you see All For One trying to escape, and you see the black electricity just like ripping up the land below him. That's so sick looking. Then you have Dark Shadow and Anasa's wind, everything chasing him. That's so fucking cool. All For One says, finish them, Machia. However, it still wasn't. Hawk says, we've managed to avoid the worst case scenario, right? Tsukauchi-san? Wait, what is going on? Holy shit! Dude, Gigantomachia just attacked All For One. What is happening? He just threw like a giant piece of earth at him. Holy shit! Dude! Wait a second. Are the theories true? A lot of people theorize that Shinso was going to take control of Gigantomachia through voice. Is that what just happened? What? Says All For One. You insects. Yeah, like I said, you gnats. You're probably thinking the same way. KIRISHIMA! KIRISHIMA! Yeah! Dude! Oh my, no fucking way. Horikoshi's cooking. He's cooking with gas, baby. Holy shit. Hype. I'm so fucking hyped. No way. You insects is All For One. It zooms in to Gigantomachia's head. He's got the mask up over his eyes. And on top of his head, you have KIRISHIMA, who's looking all sorts of bloodied. We're here too, Tokoyami. And it is Shinso. The theories were right. You won't let him reach Midori and the others. The former star of the General Course, Hitoshi Shinso. End of the chapter. Oh my god. Yo, that means next chapter we're getting to see Mina and Kirishima's battle back at the freaking containment center. Oh my god, yes, we're finally getting a location change. What the fuck? Oh, that's so good. He was the escort mission. He had to have been the escort mission. If anyone, I'm that guy. I've gone back to that chapter so many times to look up like clues of what could potentially happen there. And I've always been wondering, just like, you see Mina look at the Midnight Killer, and then she gets that like look at him, like she notices him, and then Kirishima comes in. He's like, "Sorry, I'm late. We had the escort mission's done, Pinky." And I was always thinking, what is the escort mission? What is he escorting? This is probably what he was probably escorting Shinso to Gigantomachia. Oh my god. Oh, that's so good. Now, by the way, it wasn't my theory about Shinso. That was other people's theory, but it was a popular one. So yeah, he's controlling Gigantomachia. Part of the theory was that he's doing this because he managed to get samples of All For One's voice from the what do you call it? The phone call between him and Aoyama. Wow, dude, that's coming back into play in such. Holy shit, man! Oh, this is so good. Dude, All For One's getting kind of fucked. Dude, okay, he might straight up lose to the UA students, which is so awesome. It's surprising as hell, but it's so awesome if Horikoshi's going this way. Yo, dude. No way. Oh my god, this chapter's so good. There's so much. Man, like, the first half is like, I'm sorry, Uraraka and Toga. I've already said I'm not the biggest fan of your plotline. And as cool as your stuff was, you take the backseat to the second half of this chapter. Like, holy shit. First of all For One, getting rewound to like an older teen / young adult, like that's such a good image. Horikoshi's art's so good. But I mean, like, yeah, dude, you guys don't understand. I've been wanting the Gigantomachia location for so long, and so often we've been like bouncing between Endeavor, Deku, Shigaraki, Dabi, back to Endeavor, All For One, back to Deku and Shigaraki, and it's just like, man, this stuff is great, but like you're leaving us hanging, boy, with the Kirishima and Mina stuff. And so now we know how that situation ultimately ends up, kind of. But dude, we're totally next chapter, guaranteed. We're totally cutting to like previously in My Hero Academia, like previous but before like Kurogiri. Let's just say like my guess is how it's gonna be. It'll be like I don't think it'll be black paneling. I think it'll be like white paneling, kind of like they did with the shoji stuff, where they treat it as the present, but just like an update as the situation. They'll probably be like uh at the Gigantomachia detainment facility prior to Kurogiri's escape, like roughly around that time or something. Um, and then we'll finally see what happened between Mina, Kirishima, Midnight's killer. Oh my god, I can't, dude. I swear, if Shoji can get 5 chapters dedicated to him and elevating his character, Mina better get just as much. I can't. I have waited so long. Mina is such a great character, and I've been waiting to see how her whole entire circle comes back into play with Kirishima. By the way, Kirishima looking all sorts of bloodied and shit, so you know that battle was intense. Um, by the way, Kirishima riding on top of Gigantomachia, man, coming full circle from my boy. Holy crap! From being frozen in fear to even like jump in front of the guy to now he's riding him like a horse. Like, giddy up, Giganto! Yeehaw! Horikoshi, I love you. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I am so happy. I am so unbelievably happy. What a great way to transition to finally show. Because at this point, you know, it's been so long and so much has progressed since we've got that initial tease of that set. By the way, there's other people there too. There's Mineta, there's Mount Lady, there's a bunch of people there like that we need to see what happened. And this is such a great transition to that. Like they show, oh, Giganto's free and they're controlling him. What the hell happened? And then like I guarantee next week we're gonna cut there and see exactly what happened. By the way, there's multiple people on top of Gigantomachia's head. Mina could be with them. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 figures at least, and 2 of them are Shinso and Kirishima. Mina could be there too. I don't really see why. Like, I guess I don't know. It's hard. It's kind of hard to say. Wait. Oh, dude, there's a lot more than 4. On the panel where it shows Giganto throwing the rock, you can see more figures on his back. At least like 10 or so. I wouldn't be surprised if every class like. Here's my thing. I wouldn't be surprised if like every remaining member of Class 1A that was there, like Mineta. Who else was there from Class 1A? It's been a while since I've like read that chapter, but I wouldn't be surprised if they all jumped on board and were coming here. And if Horikoshi is really going to go this route, where it's the students all teaming up and using their best abilities to take down All for One, I'm sure some people would call it bullshit, like the Lord of Evil losing to these guys, but like, man, that's so cool. I'm a Class 1A like simp. I love them. They're like the heart of the show for me. And to see them accomplish something using the best of their abilities all in tandem with each other, like I'll let the haters hate. I fucking love this. Um and it just goes to show how strong their quirks are when used effectively. Like Anasa, we already knew was really strong, and he's proving that. We knew Tokoyami was strong, but here we have Shinso, who wasn't even like initially part of the hero course because they thought like, dude. And thinking back to Shinso, like, man, people always just think like, oh, you have a brainwashing quirk. That's like a villain's quirk. And here he is having Gigantomachia throw fucking mountains at the Lord of Evil. What a way to shut up his haters. Oh, what a glow up for my boy. Oh, this is so good. Yeah, I'm fully expecting next chapter cutting to that location. I want to see Mina and Kirishima teaming up to fight the killer. That's gonna be sick. I love some like extra like backstory sprinkled in, like kind of like how we got for Shoji for Mina. Oh, that'd be so good. And name the chapter Alien Queen. Just do it, just to appease me. Just call it Alien Queen as a nice callback, dude. That'd be a great callback because I've talked about this before. How long is this? I'm going on. I'm almost at 30 minutes, but I gotta just keep rambling. Um, Alien Queen be a great callback because remember, Alien Queen was the initial name she wanted, and who was it that told her that name was too creepy? It was Midnight, and I think that they're gonna interwove a lot of that stuff in. I can't wait. That is so sick. All for One looking pretty bad here. I don't think I definitely don't think he's down for the count. I think that like obviously this is gonna hurt though, getting a fucking mountain thrown at you by Gigantomachia. But oh my god. I think Gigantomachia has to snap out of this though. Like Gigantomachia is All for One's most loyal follower. So there's no way that he for this entire fight is just smacking down on his like master. That'd be so shitty if like he ends up squashing All for One and then they undo the brainwashing and he like puts down the visor. He's like, Master, Master. Oh, he just like crushed us. It's like that thing from One Punch Man where he, in like the first couple episodes is the giant guy and he smacks his brother and then he looks down at his hand, not even realizing what he did. He's like stain on his hand and he like loses his shit. Like that's no way that happens with Gigantomachia. I by the way, I said this in my Discord. I was even like, it'd be cool to see Gigantomachia fight Ragnarok, Dark Shadow, as like a giant kaiju battle. And that might actually happen if he gets undone by Shinso's brainwashing, which I think is a very high possibility. I think he'll get some good hits and All for One in and help them out, but like I don't think he'll stay under his control. I think that All for One will find a way to wake him up from that. But wow. What a chapter. Oh, this is so good. This is like, you guys know me. First of all, like I've been wanting to see the Gigantomachia stuff for so long, purely because of Kirishima and Mina. And we're seeing Kirishima riding up on Gigantomachia, so now we know there's going to be a location change. There better be. I keep saying that as like a certainty, but they better finally go there next episode. We need to see how this came to be. Please leave this as a cliffhanger. We'll come back later. We've had plenty of progress. It's time for Mina and Kirishima. It's time. Kirimina for life. Who else is Kirimina out there? Kirimina faithful. Yes. Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. It's 3:45 a.m. I need to get this uploaded and I guess get ready for the day early. But I hope you guys enjoyed and leave your thoughts down below. I think this is a peak chapter. Horikoshi is cooking with gas. He's the fucking flipping it around like fucking steak on the grill, everything, dude. He's going after it. Great. Until next time, it's been Mighty Gazelle. Hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys.